Hey guys, right, back to our daily drive again. Now it's the end of the day, and something that I came across in one of my lessons today, which I thought might be interesting to you guys, is whenever you take your turns onto sort of side roads, so from the main road onto a side road, start covering your brake pedals a lot more. So what I've noticed with a few students, they're coming around, often their parents or family members or stuff like that, they are whipping around corners or going fast generally, or approaching fast even. So as a rough little guideline, you are looking for about 10 miles an hour or less, you know, depending on the road, and then you're going to cover your brake pedal. You're going to brake as you approach, and then you're going to take the turn nice and easy. What you don't want to do is cover your gas pedal generally. You know, obviously there's different roads and you can apply different things then, but most of the time your brake pedal is what you will need when you take a blind corner. You don't know what's there. It could be a pedestrian crossing, it could be cars coming on the wrong direction, parked cars, etc. And you want to be able to brake as quick as you can. Whereas if your foot's on the gas pedal, it's going to take you a split second to come over. So you know, you always want to be as ready as possible. Like for example here, I'm braking already. There's no point me delaying it and then suddenly going onto the brake pedal. So you know, it's a bit like that when you take turns. And I'll kind of show you if I can on one. This is a straight on road, but it would have been nice if I could just do it. But like braking straight away, covering the gas pedal only if it's completely clear. Otherwise there's no need for that. You won't be able to see my pedals from where I am at the moment, but I could take my camera off and show you. But let's see. So we're coming up to let's say this side road here. So I'm going to start doing my signals mirrors. I'm covering my brake pedal already, and as I'm coming in, I'm still on my brake pedal, and now I've come off it, but my foot's near it, and now I'm going to add gas because I know it's clear. And that's all you have to do. You literally just make it as easy and simple as that. Whereas if you come in really fast, it's going to be super dangerous. You don't want to whip into a road or do anything like that. So I'm going to come to the end of the road here. I'm going to start doing my checks, my signals, start braking early, calm and slow. It's actually got all day to do this. There's no rush. Look, nice and gentle, and then off you go. There is another reason why you don't want to approach fast to a junction, especially from a side road. I wonder if you guys know why. So you come up to a side road, you're coming up to the end of the road, and if you come up really fast and stop, don't go over the line, why that would be bad. So if you don't know, the main thing is, if there are cars on the main road coming past you, they're literally thinking that you're going to come flying out towards them, and you're going to scare the life out of them. So you want to avoid anything like that. So that's one of the reasons as well. So coming up nice and slow, give my signal a bit late because I'm just talking. Now I'm looking both sides, looking at reflections and parked cars, really important. Okay, I'm sure you guys know, look at that car, it's like a mirror. So you want to make sure you look at these cars, they're so shiny. A lot of the cars now, very shiny. They're literally like mirrors. You can see cars coming towards you. And what it is now, since 2015, we all have to have all these new cars have DRLs, so daytime running lights. And before, we never had that, so cars will come past, you wouldn't see any lights. But now every single car which is relatively new will have those lights on. Europe have a rule where they have to have all the lights on even during the daytime, which is a good rule. But here in the UK we don't have that rule, except now with these new cars. So that's something to keep in mind. I often use that. I'm looking around anytime. Look at that side, you can see the reflections in the parked car. Okay, it will really help you. Okay, hopefully. You might not see cyclists and stuff like that, but you know, these small sort of roads often have parked cars on the sides, and it's hard to see when you're coming out. So reflections are really important. I don't know if you guys use them. I use them all the time now. You know, since I've always used them, but even more so now since 2015. But yeah, that was something important. But yeah, just cover, you know, as I was saying, come up to your junctions calmly, slowly, do not rush. And you will find that the driving is just so easy. Now the problem is sometimes, I've seen it from a lot of my students, apart from a few who have actually got ADHD, some are just hyper in nature. I used to be like that as well, like always running, always active, and used to drive my mum crazy like that. But you know, that sometimes comes out in people's driving. So they'll come up to junctions quick, they'll suddenly stop quick, they want to rush off, accelerate hard like this, you know, and that's not what you want to do. Even when some of my students are pressing the pedals, it's like boom, straight down. No, gently press. You've got to kind of try and keep yourself calm, and if it is a natural thing inside you, then you have to fight it. It's one of those things that you've got to control even when you drive. I've got a student who has to actually take some tablets, you know, proper ADHD tablets, before they do their lessons. And you know, you do what you need to do. They do that, and it really helps them. When they don't have it, you can see that they lose focus, they lose concentration, and it's difficult. So we're not all created equally. So we're all different and different ways. So do what you need to do to combat anything that's going to make you too hyper in driving. If you feel that you're getting stressed out with other drivers, then maybe take a step back, keep your distance from cars. My neighbor, funny enough, he is I think 86 or coming up to maybe 90, but when you look at him, it doesn't look as old as he is. And my other neighbor was sort of saying, you know, there's a couple of reasons why he looks so young. One, his job is he's a gardener, so he's got a nice, chilled, enjoyable job like that. Okay, so he does that. He's all into the flowers and arrangements and, you know, that the design and stuff. So he does that. But the second part of it is, he goes, whenever he drives, he never ever horns at anyone, when, you know, even when he could, really, in the sense of out of anger, but he never bothers. It's like he just lets them just carry on with their day. And you know, I heard that, and I took that on board as well. I mean, we have a thing where we're not meant to get angry, and you know, and I thought, you know what, let's just try and apply this. So sometimes someone's going to cut me up and it gets frustrating, and you try your best to just sort of say, okay, fine, leave it alone. I remember one instructor said last time, you never know, the other guy might have had a really stressful day, he might have had problems in his life, whatever, and so why not just, you know, let one mistake go. And it makes a massive difference to the way you drive. It's and to your stress levels as well, because there's so much going on. There's cameras galore around here. I don't know if you can see it on these cameras, on these lampposts up there. It's about 3 cameras. There's another camera there, yellow box junction there. You know, it's difficult. It's not easy. You get fines for, you know, the simplest of things nowadays. And so, you know, why add on the stress? Keep your distance from cars, take your turns and junctions slowly, and then the rest is easy. So I won't waffle on too much longer. So I hope you got the gist of that. Just stay calm. And you see this car's now coming front, which they're allowed to do, and I just keep my distance again. Another thing is, whenever someone comes into your space which you have created before, and someone comes into that, then back off more, so that you're creating that gap again. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Always maintain your gaps while keeping up with the traffic. So I'm not staying slow, like my speed's already at 27, almost 30, so I'm maintaining my progress with a gap. Okay, so I prefer that. You know, if my attention's going somewhere else or whatever, I get distracted, I can still cope with that car slamming on the brakes for no apparent reason, and, you know, happy days. So take with what you can from that. Hopefully it's helped you guys. And I had a nice comment, actually. I always get a comment from one of my followers, Nana, so shout out to her. And she messages me as well later on WhatsApp as well, which is quite cool. But yeah, I had a shout out from someone up in Australia. Can you believe it? So they were watching the videos there. They've got their driving test coming up, and I thought that was quite cool. I didn't know it was reaching out that much. So if it goes that viral, that'd be quite cool. But yeah, shout out to them, and thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next daily drive. See ya, bye.